Hey, beautiful, if you're watching, this is for you. All right, ladies, this is for you. Men, you watching? Feel free, but this is for my ladies. All right, I'm gonna read this to you first. I know you can't see it behind me. If I move out the way, I guess you can see a little, but I'm gonna read it to you. So this question, I found it on Facebook. I don't know where it came from, but we discussed it in depth, and we're gonna discuss it here on TikTok. I want to hear from you. Let me move out the way. All right, I'm on Matade. I can't speak, y'all. I'm on unpaid maternity leave. My husband still expects me to pay half the rent. Is this fair? Seeking advice. So she goes on to say, my husband earns 4 times more than me. I earn $68,000. He earns $280,000. Our rent is $2.6K a month. We've been splitting rent 50-50 since we moved in together before we got married. Don't know how long that's been. The arrangement did not change after we got married. And now that we have a baby, with me having zero income, so I'm relying on my personal savings. I say personal because we don't have a joint account. We are currently looking for a house, and I'm also expected to contribute for the deposit 75% of my total savings. Is this fair? What is the best way to approach this? A few things to highlight. Utility bills used to be split 50-50, but since I stopped working, he pays for them. Since there's no joint account and he doesn't give me an allowance for baby stuff, I end up buying most of them. Baby is only 4 months old and breastfeeding exclusively. He pays for most of our groceries bill, and we dine out. If I go out by myself, I have to pay, so I try not to. He funds our overseas travels once a year to visit his family. We don't have any loan or debt. Lord have mercy. I have so much to say about this. I don't even have enough time. I'm not even giving this woman advice. I'm speaking to y'all because it might be too late for her. I'm speaking to the women out here who don't know that this is not okay. Now, for those of you who are like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. Let me tell you something. I have been a life coach in my own business for 18 years. But before that, I was a social worker. So I've been counseling for over 20 years. Okay. And I regret to inform you that this is not an anomaly, right? This is real. And I'm not saying this exact scenario, right? But I'm just saying it's very real. I have spoken to many women, many, alone, like their own personal coaching, and also in relationship coaching. And I can't tell you the number of women that I speak to, that I've coached, that I've worked with, who are literally accepting the bare minimum and accepting far less than they deserve, than they should be, because they don't know better, because you relationship at the level of your self-worth. And that is what's happening. And we not out here teaching, right? Some don't have good role models. Some have never seen healthy relationships. Some just don't know. They don't know that they're worth more. They don't know that they can do better. They meet somebody, they think they're in love. This is what they're offering. And so then they take it. And then one day they wake up and they say, what the hell did I agree to? What's going on? And it's too late. It's too late, because you already there. So for her to ask if this is fair, I mean, you already know it's not fair. Like, why are we asking if it's fair? It doesn't even matter if it's fair. It's just not right. So why are we even having that discussion about fairness? Who cares about fairness? My mom told me a long time ago, listen, I learned as a child, life ain't fair. So whether fair or not, it doesn't matter. The point is, it ain't right. And the real point is, clearly you're not happy. You don't want to live like this anymore, but you done signed up for this because you said y'all been living like this since before y'all got married. I mean, did you know you were going to marry him at the time? Or were y'all like roommates who decided to get married? And then he just said, well, we were roommates and we've been doing 50-50. Why not just keep it 50-50? I mean, like, I don't know what happened. I don't know. You know, there's a lot that we don't know, right? So we would have to assume. But the point is, we know you're not happy. We know this is not right. But we also know that you agreed to this. Sis, you agreed to this. You signed up for this. You told this man it was okay because you've been living like this for years, and you still allow you using your personal savings? Listen, ladies, it might be too late for her, but it's not too late for you. I need you to know your worth. Before you get into any relationship, I need you to know who you are. I need to know what's important to you. And I need you to know your worth. And I need you to be able to advocate for yourself. If you can't do that, you have no business getting married. If you can't do that, you have no business being in a long-term committed relationship. You ain't ready. You ain't ready. You ain't ready. There is healing work that you need to do first before you should be entering into that. So that when you enter into the relationship, you're clear about who you are, you're clear about what you want, and you know how to advocate for yourself. You know how to get it. And I'm going to tell you another secret. A lot of people ain't going to tell you, but I'm going to tell you. And I'm going to put out, check back. I'm definitely going to talk about dating. Listen, y'all out here talking about who should pay for what when we dating. You out here concerned about, the bags and the travel and the cars and all of that stuff. This is something that I learned by watching my parents, who have been married for 50 years. They're 70 years old. We just celebrated their 50th wedding anniversary and their 70 years of life. If you follow me on YouTube, go ahead and check that out. I interviewed them. There's a 4-part video series, right, where I'm talking to them about their marriage, getting their advice, talking about life, raising children, all of these things, and how they did it, right? And I learned this through their example. So beyond my training, in psychology and in social work and life coaching and healing and all of that, I had a really good foundation with my parents to see. So I learned this very early. If I had to choose, obviously we want it all. So let's just not say I'm gonna take both. If I had to choose, I would take a man who is kind and generous and broke as hell before I would choose a man who is wealthy and stingy and selfish. I would choose a broke man who is kind and generous as opposed to a wealthy man who is selfish and stingy. I have dated some very financially well-off men, and some of them were a-holes. And I was like, oh, hell no, this ain't gonna work. Because what's yours is not gonna be mine. It's gonna be a whole lot attached to that, and I'm not down for that. Right? I'm not down for that. And my partner now has far less than some of these men. He makes less money than me. And I'm not saying he broke, because he's not, right? So let's just get that out the way. He just makes less than me. And this man will literally give me everything he has. And if he don't have it, he will go out to get it just to give it to me. Like, that's what you want. You want somebody who loves you that much, who cares about you that much, who really values you as a human being, is just a kind person. That's what you want. That's what matters. Their character is what matters, because you can build on everything else if they have character. If they have low character, there ain't nothing you can do with that. And this man clearly has low character. He don't care about her. He probably spending his money on the side chick who's really the main chick. Because you cannot love someone and care about them and treat them this way. That's just not how that works. So ladies, I need you to really focus on what's important in these relationships. Who are you? What do you want? What is your value? What is your worth? What will you accept and what will you not accept? Because some of you are literally taking the crumbs, because that's the only thing that you think that you're being offered. And you don't realize you can ask for more, you can demand more, you can get more, you deserve more. And if not there, go somewhere else and get it, because it's out there for you. Don't settle just because you think that that's all that's available to you. Do your healing work first. If you are not at that place, do your healing work first. Otherwise, this is where you end up. You end up asking questions like this. Is it fair? Hell no, it ain't fair. What kind of BS is this? This is so ridiculous. Listen, I'm going to see y'all next time. DM me, but I want to hear from you below. What do you think about this? What are your thoughts? Because, I'm just like, yeah, I'm over this. This is so crazy. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.